Welcome to the first video in my new series. Today we're working on the first and beginnings of a new game I'm working on. I haven't named it yet, but it will be eventually. If you guys have some suggestions, put them down in the comments at the end of the video. I don't have very much footage as I wasn't going to make this video, but I promise to use some stock footage and get it to work. So, what is the game I'm building? I mean, what's it about? What's the goal, and how does it work? Well, the idea for my game is somewhat based off of other survival games like Minecraft and Terraria, but also based off of rougelikes like The Binding of Isaac and Enter the Gungeon, and some others too even. The idea of the game is essentially you are a player, you're dropped into an island, and you have to survive, and Vampire Survivors too actually, and you have to survive for some amount of time. I haven't yet decided on a lot of things yet, and while you're playing, you're going to need to farm. Farming is going to be also a key element to this game, and defend yourself from enemies while also building things and crafting and kind of enjoying the game. And it's a roguelike, so essentially every game you'll be restarting from anew. So the games will only take maybe 45 minutes per round, and then you'll be able to try different builds and different things, and the whole idea of the game is essentially to have lots of replayability. One of the main reasons I strive for replayability is because I love games that are fun for me to play as a developer. I find that games like platformers and games that are level-based end up not giving me the same satisfaction when testing them. I feel like when I develop a game and it has high replayability, it's something that I tend to enjoy to play, which makes it far more fun, and I end up putting a lot more time and effort into the development of it that way, and therefore it comes out better. So that's why I shoot for games that have high replayability and are pretty much roguelikes. So now that we've talked about the actual ideas behind the game, I think it's time we get into what the game actually is. So, as you can see here, this is the game. It is relatively simple currently, but I'll go through what has happened to get to this point and the plans for the future, along with how these future videos will work. In the future, for the devlog videos, I intend to actually have footage of me working on the game while working on it and to make the video progressively, rather than all at one time after the game's already hit this point. So, let's dive right into it. Here is the first iteration of the map generation here. It looks really simple, and that's because it is. It did not last very long, but I figured it was worth seeing it because I don't have many images, and I'm going to show you the ones I have. Here is the upgraded map generation after I added biomes and made it actually good. This is the one the game uses to this day, and probably will continue using up until release. This is the first iteration of object spawning, using some of the first sprites for the game. These have all been removed at this point. Most of them were placeholders. Some were temporary, and some are still used, but not really for anything important. And this is the game in its current state. The character is obviously placeholder. I'm waiting on my artists to make a real character here. The sprites all are looking way better because an actual artist made them. The whole map looks great. There's lots of things on my to-do list and things that will be done soon, but currently this is the state of the game. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. I read all of them, and have a wonderful day.